Soon he finished reading and now seemed to make sure. Look, Master, suffering is everywhere in Buddhism, and pessimism is all about Buddhism. Am I right or wrong? And I looked into his blue eyes and I smiled. Well, maybe you are both right and wrong, and also a little bit hasty, if not very much stupid. At my answer, they all burst into laughter, and he laughed too. And when we stopped laughing, I asked him, "By the way, my dear friend, where did you learn that dukkha is suffering?" Dukkha? What's that, Master? Yes, dukkha, a Pali word which has been translated in English suffering. Well, now, I have to remind you of the historical fact that Buddha lived in India almost 26 centuries ago. So it is obvious that he did not speak English. And we just can't imagine he wrote English Bible or something on Buddhism. Long after his parinirvana, or final nirvana, I mean more than 2,000 years ago, a mighty collection of his teachings and the early Buddhist scriptures were gathered, and then they were carefully transcribed in the Pali language, which is a distant cousin of Sanskrit. Thus, the first sermon of the Buddha was recorded, and there he said so simply, "Yad anitsam tam dukkham." The word dukkham here is said to be accusative singular of dukkha, and this brief and compact line is generally translated into today's English as this: whatever is impermanent is dukkha. Whatever is impermanent is dukkha. In other words, anything temporary is dukkha, including happiness. Who could ever say happiness is permanent and lasts forever? The Buddha observed the whole world is nothing but a process of change. That's to say, a natural sequence of changes. So, changing means the universe. Take a look at the ripples on the river. They keep changing their forms and shapes endlessly. And no one knows what will happen next to the river and its ripples. Likewise, the very characteristic of our existence that remains in the universe is inevitably subject to change. That is impermanence. The Buddha said, impermanence is dukkha, and also pointed out it is a cause of dukkha. Yes, impermanence is a cause of dukkha. As you know, impermanence means not to be the same, not to remain the same. Impermanence is just another matter of fact, much like mathematical formulas. And it is also another law of physics and functions. So it allows no room for anything corporal, emotional, or spiritual.